What is up, everybody? It's an amazing time to be a Resident Evil fan. We just keep getting game after game after game. Do you guys even remember when they used to make Resident Evil games and we were like, oh my god, how is Capcom gonna mess up this game now? We were longing for a good Resident Evil game, and then we got it with Resident Evil 7, depending on how you view that game. And as far as I'm concerned, we are in a Resident Evil renaissance right now. And we have even more Resident Evil news with this. Resident Evil Revelations 3. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Revelation series, but it's a Resident Evil game, so I'll still take it. This is insane on two levels. Now, the first level is that this game is coming out within 12 months of Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village is coming out in May of this year. So, in 12 months of May, I'm guessing it's going to be less than 12 months, probably around the 10-month mark, they're going to release another Resident Evil game. And I'm willing... The Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, they started working on those two in conjunction with each other. And, dude, I think Capcom has a plan to release at least one Resident Evil game a year at this pace. Not to mention that we have RE4 remake coming out along the way. So, this is insane. We're getting a AAA Resident Evil game, and then we're getting another Revelation game in less than a year. Dude, I'm trying to play all the Resident Evil games on stream. I played Resident Evil 2 Remake on stream. I played RE3 OG and RE3 Remake on stream. And now I'm playing through RE6, after which I'm going to go to 1 and 4, but I don't know which order I'm going to be playing. Whether I'm going to be playing 1 first, and then 4, or 4 first, and then 1. But the point is, there's so many Resident Evil games. I'm trying to diversify my streaming, and it's yeah, if I want to beat all the Resident Evil games in this year, then I'm going to have to just exclusively stream Resident Evil. Not complaining, I love Resident Evil. That's why I'm so excited about this video. The day where there's no new Resident Evil game I can play, it's a day it's just going to shatter my heart. But anyways, getting to the news, here we go. Resident Evil Revelations 3 out within 12 months as a timed Nintendo Switch exclusive, claims new rumor. So, new rumors suggest there is another Resident Evil game due to roughly coincide with the 25th anniversary of the franchise, and at first, it will be a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Although the game apparently started production as Revelations 3, Resident Evil insider Dusk Golem claims that it is now named Resident Evil Outrage. Outrage? Outbreak. I was thinking of Outbreak. Okay, although the game apparently started production as Revelations 3, Resident Evil insider... I just read that. Sorry. Okay. The game is supposedly a timed exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, which makes sense because historically speaking, the first Revelations game came out on the 3DS, and then it took a year to be ported to other consoles. But then by Revelations 2, it was it came out on everything at the same time, I guess. So I find this very believable, which is not as random as it sounds as the sub. Yeah, there you go. They basically said my point, which is not as random as it sounds as the sub-series started out as a 3DS exclusive. The game will eventually be released on everything, obviously. I mean, why would you not want to take a chunk out of that market? And will be cross-gen. Ultimately, Capcom will choose when it does, but I honestly suspect we will not be waiting too long after Village's release. The implication is that the game is still a Revelation sequel in all but name. Okay, which would mean an emphasis on co-play and that the main character is Rebecca. That's presumably Rebecca Chambers, the medic from the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0. Apparently, there will also be another 2 protagonists who are also returning characters, but there's no indication of who they are yet. Revelation 2 featured Barry Burton and his daughter, plus Claire Redfield. Intrinsically, Dusk Golem claims that the game will have a higher budget than either of the two. Whoa, it's going to have a higher budget. That's why the Outrage, the game is just going to open guns blazing, has been in development for 4 years. Comparing to Code Veronica in terms of size, I remember nothing about Code Veronica. I just remember the guy saying adios. And that's where I learned adios, from Code Veronica. The exact release date is unclear, but the suggestion is that it will be out within the next 12 months after initially being intended as a 25th anniversary. That means it could be out later this year or sometime in early 2021. Now, I can imagine it coming out this year. Is there even more? Yeah, there's a bit more. Although, a long rumored Silent Hill game hasn't... Yeah, this is just some Silent Hill stuff, so... Dusk Golem, information on the long-rumored new Silent Hill game hasn't yet panned out. Okay. But they've been accurate about everything Resident Evil related. Yeah, even though this is a rumor, I totally buy this. It's 100% true. Like if I were to make a prediction on the subject, I would say that they're going to be aiming for holiday of 2021 to release the game, because it doesn't make sense to keep it for 2022, because I'm guessing they'd want to make 2022 all about the Resident Evil 4 remake. Like, they don't want anything to take away from the Resident Evil 4 remake, especially since it's, I think it's the best-selling Resident Evil game. I'm not sure if Resident Evil 6 passed it because of the big hubbub they made about it, but as far as I know, RE4 is the best-selling Resident Evil game. But regardless, it's more Resident Evil for me. So this was, I love making this video. I love any news about Resident Evil. So with that being said, for those of you who are watching, I'll catch you guys next time with, oh yeah, I want to make a bunch of Resident Evil videos. Like I want to review Resident Evil 2 and 3, make a top 10 moments and all that stuff. I'm just waiting to play through the games on stream before I actually make those, because I don't remember that much about Resident Evil 4. I barely vaguely played Resident Evil 1. And same with, yeah, so like I want a complete course refresher on Resident Evil before I make videos where like I talk about Resident Evil. So with that being said, for those of you who are watching, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, have a good night, and I don't know, chill, relax, have fun. Yeah, I guess. Bye!